Hello everyone, I'm back with my 25th review of God of War. Now, I have all of them, so I want to go over the first one before I get to the rest. Now, when you're playing God of War, the reason why I do love this game is because it's all about Greece. The main character you're playing is Kratos. He's a Spartan warrior. The first game explains how he destroys Ares, the god of war, and becomes God of War himself. He's a human who actually does this. He's the only human that was able to beat the god, and from then he's going to go destroy other gods. The reason why is because it's not that he's going on a rampage. The reason why he is going to go destroy the other gods is because they tricked him into killing his own family. So I'm sure if you were in his shoes, you would do the same thing. Like, the gods tricked me, killing my family, or having me kill my family, and then not taking away the memories that they promised to take away. So Ares tricked him, so he went to go rampage, but Ares wasn't the only one in on it, so he goes and destroys Zeus and everything, but not in a single game. He's gonna go battle other gods, and well, first this one he's going into Ares, and then the second one he's the God of War. After he kills Ares, he's actually becoming God of War in number 2. He goes, finds new Spartans to actually become their god and fight with them, because they're all about war. That's it. I don't have the art cover for this one, as you guys can tell, but number 2 is a double disc. This one's the special features explaining on what they did from number 1 to number 2, like the Flaming Pegasus, and disc 1, of course, is the gameplay. Now, you're going on, the gods disband you as a god for a bit, and so now you're using the Titans to go get revenge. And that's when number 3 comes on. When you get to number 3, you're actually still using the Titans to get revenge, but the Titans betray you, and so he goes and destroys the Titans as well. This time he's fighting every other god, which is the gods he left off in. Which, let's see, he goes fights Hades, he fights Zeus, he fights Hermes, which is kind of weird when I first put it. He actually fights Hercules, his brother. And you're still playing as Kratos, of course, through the whole games. And then when you get to a session, this is pretty much a prequel to the rest of the other games. So this was before he became a god. I was wondering what was wrong with the timeline. But this was the prequel to everything else. So it's pretty much the prequel. He breaks his oath to Ares, and that's when number 1 hits. Then number 2. Then number 3. And that's it. Number 3 would be the end. But I didn't beat number 3 yet. I beat number 1. I didn't beat number 2. I'm stuck on Medusa's sister. I didn't beat a session yet. I will call this number 5. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry. I'll call this number 6 because seeing as how it's the prequel. And what I mean by 6 is there's 2 PSP games. I beat these 2 as well. This one is Ghost of Sparta. This is where you actually are in the in-between world. So you're in the world of the living and world of the dead. So this is where you're going to go fight death. And after you fight death, you get Chains of Olympus. I don't have the art cover, as you guys can tell. You get Chains of Olympus, and you're going to go fight Hades' wife. So you're fighting Hades' wife, and that's when number 3 comes in. I can't remember where these go in the storyline. But you can also get the HD remakes to these for the PlayStation 3. I got them for the PSP, so I really don't need the HD versions. You can also get HD version of number 1 and 2. 1, 2. There's also comics for this and an actual book. I want to get it. I forgot who wrote the first book of God of War and then the second one. I know it begins with the M, I believe Matthew something, but I'll look it up later and comment on it. So I recommend these games. I give them all a 10. There really isn't a downfall. If you guys really know me, I do like ancient Greece history. I do like Egyptian history, all that type of history. I don't like American history. I just like Egyptians and Greece. So can't wait for the movie 300 Rise of the Empire to come out. Can't wait. The rating system is M. Like I said, I'll be doing the rating system all the time for each game. Not recommended for children. There are gruesome parts. There's nude shots. The rating actually also tells you in the back. Like this one says, blood and gore, intense violence, nudity, strong language, sexual themes. They're pretty much all the same for each one. And yeah, see, blood and gore, intense nudity, strong language, and strong sexual content. Same with the PSP game. They're all going to be the same. The reason why there's nudity is because it was back in the ancient Greece times where nudity wasn't cared for. They didn't care because they thought the body was art. They didn't say, "Ha, you have lovely breasts" or anything. They actually just naturally wore pretty much nothing. So that's why I kind of like the Greeks. They didn't care back then. Now we do, of course, because it's indecent exposure. So I do recommend these. You can also get them for the PlayStation 3, 1 and 2, the remakes, even the God of War Saga with these two on it. And then all you would have to get is this one, Accession. Now, before I do quit the review, the God of War Saga for the PlayStation 3 features 1, 2, 3, and the 2 PSP games, which is Ghost of Sparta and Chains of Olympus. So it has each game on that one disc, and you would pretty much have the saga, and all you would have to do is get God of War Accession. The difference between each of these games for this one, for the prequel, is this one has gone multiplayer. I was kind of skeptical when I heard about that, when they're going to take God of War to multiplayer, but it works. You're not playing as Kratos, you're playing as somebody else. I can't remember who the guy is. But you choose a god. You can choose the God of War, Zeus, Hades, Poseidon. You can choose those between those 4 gods. I choose Hades. And fight. I normally do time trial with a partner. So, excuse me. If you guys have this game for the, of course, PlayStation 3, this isn't meant for Xbox. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sure everybody for the Xbox would have loved to have this game for the Xbox 360. I kind of wish they were diverse. But no, they're only for the PlayStation shins. And if they ever made a new one, which I kind of hope they don't. I know it's up in the air with that, but I hope they don't. Because it's going to be like a weird plot of how would you bring Kratos back if they bring him to updated times. It's like, nah, it's not going to work. So I hope to God this is the last of it. I beat number 3 on my cousin's PlayStation 3. And so, but I didn't beat it on my own. So I got to beat it on my own PlayStation 3. Like I said, I'm struggling on certain parts. I didn't want to play Accession at all. So I wanted to play the first one, second one to third, beat these, and then go to the Accession to finish the story off there. Now the reason why I'm doing that is because I like to play the storyline in order. So I beat number 1. I have to go back and do it on normal because I accidentally switched to easy mode. I'm trying to beat Medusa Sister and number 2. Number 3, I'm getting further in that game. I already beat the PSP games because they're pretty short. So, I hope you enjoyed my God of War reviews. Like I said, rated M, all of them, not for children. I'll be doing a rated E game, which should be, if I have a rated E game. If I don't, then I'll just do a PS2 game, seeing as how I'm doing PS2 with PlayStation 3. But my next review will be on a rated E game for everyone, and I'm sure I should have some, seeing as how I have like rated E, M's, and T's. If you have a child with the rated M system, or with the rating system, you can actually get rated C for children, rated E still for children. If you go to teens, you play it as a teenager. Rated M, of course, is mature adults. But I give these all a 10. I didn't find anything wrong with them. They're difficult even on normal mode. And I do love this series. And like I said, I can't wait till the movie 300 comes along, number 2, and I can get that one on DVD because I have the movie Gladiator, I have the movie Troy, I have the movie 300. I'm really into the Roman and Greece histories of who was who. So I even have a National Geographic DVD of the of the Troy movies. But that's it for me rambling on. I hope you enjoyed my 25th review of God of War. I recommend these games. Get the PlayStation 3, so you can get the high definition of 1 and 2, and the Saga, which I believe just features these. I can't remember. I know I said it features 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, just get the Saga, so you don't have to like buy separate ones and then get a session. So the 2 God of War games for the PS are, these 2 are for the PSP. I don't have to tell you. 2 of them are for PlayStation 3 and 2 of them for PlayStation 2. They wanted to make God of War 2 for the PlayStation 3, but I looked up on that DVD of number 2 and they said they wanted to, instead of doing that, they wanted to actually have the PS2 go out with a bang, which they were awesome with that. So you finally got number 2 on PlayStation 2. So I got these separate because I actually liked them for the original consoles they were for. And I will end my review now. Sorry guys if I rambled with everything I keep telling and bringing up. Recommend them. Hit comment, like, subscribe. Like I said, I give them a 10. And see you in my 26th review of a rated E game. I'm going to think about which game I'm going to do. Love you guys. Hope everyone has a great day. And see you in my next review. Bye.